Since the end of Season 3 of Netflix's teen thriller Elite, fans were left begging for the release of Season 4. And good news, it's coming this June. As soon as the hit Spanish series originally came out in 2018, people all around the world were instantly gripped by all the drama and action that went on. And as Season 3 came to an end, many were left wondering what would happen next. Luckily, since the close of the previous season, more information has dropped about the long-awaited upcoming season. So, in today's video, we'll be revealing all the mysteries of Season 4 of Elite. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. With the filming of Season 4 wrapping up back in December of 2020, the new season is set to come out on June 18th of 2021. The official Elite Twitter account announced the exciting news on April 12th by tweeting Elite 4, 18 June, alongside the first teaser of the new series. And based on the clip, it looks like there is a whole lot more drama in store for us in Season 4. If that weren't exciting enough, Netflix also released 4 Elite short story episodes ahead of the season that will focus on what the characters did over the summer before Elite Season 4 starts. On June 14th, there will be an episode called Guzman, Calle, and Rebe. On June 15th, there will be Nadia and Guzman. And June 16th, there will be Omar, Ander, and Alexis. And on the next and final day, there will be Carla and Samuel. On the topic of exciting news, the trailer for the new season has also recently been dropped. The trailer introduces viewers to 4 new cast members set to change everything at Las Encinas. The returning students seem less than thrilled about the new additions to the school, with one even going as far as saying they tainted the school. As for the season-long arc, we don't know whether it will include a murder, a kidnapping, or something more out there. While fans were told Nadia was away from the series, for now, spending her time in New York at college with Lucrecia, she is very present in the trailer, which means that there could still be a future for Nadia and Guzman, but it will all come down to how they navigate their time away from each other. As for Ander and Omar, it looks like they'll be welcoming a newcomer into their bedroom in the form of Patrick. The trailer features the trio getting up close and personal, and it will be fun to see whether Omander is stronger in the end. As for Cayetana, she's getting closer to royalty than ever before. The trailer teases her in a relationship with the prince, which is going to make for a fun new dynamic at the school. How will all the students react to royalty in their midst? The students at the school may have more money than your typical people, but royalty puts it up another level. As earlier stated, the show has already been renewed for a 5th season with even more new cast members, so it's likely we're saying goodbye to some more originals during Elite Season 4. Season 4 has now officially been renewed. However, a number of cast members will not be returning, as Esther Exposito, Dana Paola, Alvaro Rico, and Jorge Lopez, who played Carla, Lou, Polo, and Valerio, have all left the show. On May 19th, Netflix tweeted, "Go behind the scenes of Elite Season 3 as Esther, Dana, Alvaro, Mina, and Jorge say goodbye," alongside an edit of all the cast members who were leaving, all tearing up as they spent their final days on set. While we had to say goodbye to some of the cast, thankfully, Itzan Escamilla as Sam, Miguel Bernardeau as Guzman, Aaron Piper as Ander, Omar Shana as Omar, Claudia Salas as Rebecca, and Georgina Omoros as Cayetana are all set to return in Elite Season 4, as they all appeared in the video confirming that the series has been renewed. Although we had to say goodbye to some beloved characters, we also get to meet some new ones. In a tweet, it was announced that Carla Diaz, Martina Caridi, Manu Rios, and Paul Granch would be joining the rest of the cast in Season 4. And Montero, who co-created the international breakout Netflix series with Dario Madrona, has given a pretty detailed insight on what to expect from these new faces. As Montero entered the new season, he wanted to, at all costs, keep the DNA of the show. Even though many fan-favorite characters like Lou, Carla, Polo, and Valerio had departed in one way or another, the idea became to try and have a new powerful group facing the old students and to try to make something powerful there. Enter the Blanco family, led by Tech, CEO, and new school director Benjamin, played by Diego Martin. Montero describes them as even richer than our rich. For the 3 children, Ari, Patrick, and Mencia Blanco, there's something that actually defines them, that they are very selfish. They are used to having their way, and I think it's quite an interesting starting point. While Benjamin immediately sets his attention towards scholarship students Samuel and Omar in ways that reflect his presumed elitism. The showrunner clarifies that in our show, no one is ever just a villain or just the good guy. We like our characters with many layers, and we also like the idea of presenting this character as very authoritative, never agreeing with his children, but suddenly you start seeing that he's not like it seems. The child he butts heads with most is Mencia, who's played by Martina Caridi, the youngest and most book-smart of Benjamin's kids, who brings out something we haven't seen in Rebecca, who's still heartbroken over Samuel. Because we had shown many gay male relationships, but not female, Montero picked up on a thread from the second season where Rebecca mentioned she's bisexual and felt it important to explore that side of her through her relationship to the new girl. While Mencia offers Rebecca a chance to get over Samuel, getting close to a former drug queenpin's daughter provides yet another way for Mencia to agitate her uptight dad. However, his oldest daughter Ari, played by Carla Diaz, is much more compliant with her father's wishes. Her feeling in both Lou and Carla's shoes, being both rich and mean, makes her a prime target for both Samuel and Guzman's affections. Of course, this puts a wedge between a friendship that was finally starting to solidify in the final moments of season 3. The showrunner calls their new rift a conflict of social class because Guzman once again feels superior and Samuel feels hurt because of this. And this is something that will pile on getting into the show. One wrinkle in that dynamic, however, is that Guzman ended last season still in a relationship with a college-bound Nadia. With the trailer revealing her return, Montero explains, "We failed to round up her story and to give it an ending. So bringing her back, even over video chat, gives the opportunity for Guzman and her to have this final chance." Another relationship still going strong at the start of the season is Ander and Nadia's brother, Omar. The trailer makes it explicit that newcomer Patrick, Benjamin's only son, will find his way in between the couples affectionately known as Omander for what seems to be the season's customary threesome. What makes this triangle of lust different from past attempts at thruples, though, is it being the first time we're really presenting an open relationship and what it means, says Montero. It's funny to see because each side has a different perspective or view, and we thought that presenting this conflict was very enriching. It doesn't hurt too that Patrick is played by the already insta-famous Manu Rios, who's the showrunner calls a star, adding, "He's handsome, he's intelligent, he's a hard worker, and I'm all the time telling him that Hollywood is going to steal him from us." The final student making their way to Las Encinas is one representing the old money crowd, Prince Philip von Triesenberg, played by Paul Grunch. Doesn't have to say a single word to stir up resentment between the rest of his classmates. The stringent security measures he comes with do it for him. His addition to the show comes from the writers contemplating how a prince would be like today. And because we had no idea, of course, it was fun for us to try and find out how it would be. Keeping things classic though, the prince has eyes for the pauper, with formerly deceitful cleaning lady Cayetana, who Montero says in a process of rebirth being the one to break through the royal walls Philip puts up. We thought it would be very interesting to match her up with royalty and what this contrast would mean, notes Montero. It's the first time she's aware that she's behaving like a groupie, especially with a prince. But once she realizes this, she starts changing things. The elite co-creator keeps mum on what the season's central mystery is and whether or not long-gone characters like Christian and Nano may return. But jokes, you cannot always kill someone in order to have the mystery because no one would go to that school, reflecting on both the past and what's to come, including an already announced 5th season that will introduce 2 new characters and conclude the school year that starts this season. Montero states, "I am very proud of this new season, and it was a difficult thing to do because we have lost in the way many more important characters, but I think I'm already in love with the new ones. I think we have a very powerful cast, and I hope the audience will fall in love as much as I have." With that said, that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.